Antarctica is one of Earth's most mysterious and important regions. It's a huge, icy continent located at the southernmost point of our planet. This frozen landmass plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate. Antarctica's ice sheets reflect sunlight, helping to keep the planet cool. They act like a global thermostat, keeping the temperature balanced. The frozen continent stores about 70% of the world's fresh water. This huge frozen reserve impacts global sea levels. If it were to completely melt, the consequences would be unimaginable. Antarctica's cold waters also drive ocean currents, which are essential for distributing heat around the world. These currents influence weather patterns, affecting climates for thousands of miles. Antarctica is home to unique ecosystems, adapted to its extreme conditions. The survival of species like penguins and seals is tied to the icy environment. As global temperatures rise, the stability of Antarctica's ice sheets is threatened. Understanding its key role in Earth's climate is crucial for understanding the potential impacts of its melting. The melting ice in Antarctica isn't new. For centuries, the continent has gone through melting and freezing cycles. But recent human activities have sped these processes up. Gradual melting happens because of small increases in air and ocean temperatures. This leads to ice loss over long periods. A what-if rapid melt situation is scary. It means a huge ice loss in a short time, caused by extreme global warming. Things like greenhouse gas emissions add to this problem. When temperatures rise, ice shelves break off and melt in the ocean. This process, called calving, shrinks the ice sheet quickly. Fast melting can be started by feedback loops. As ice melts, it shows darker surfaces underneath. These surfaces take in more heat, which leads to more melting. The process keeps itself going and could lead to big changes in just a few decades. This possible scenario shows how important it is to understand and lessen the human impact on the environment. If all the ice in Antarctica melts, the sea level will rise a lot. Scientists think the sea level could rise by about 200 feet. If that happens, many cities near the ocean will be underwater. Places like New York, London, and Tokyo could be covered by water. A lot of money and important things would be lost. People living near the ocean will have big problems. Roads, houses, and jobs will be gone. Millions of people will have to move, causing lots of trouble. Governments will have a hard time helping everyone move to safety. Fishing and tourism, which are important for a lot of places, will be ruined. Beaches and the animals and plants that live there will be gone. When the sea level is higher, storms will be worse. These storms will cause even more damage and hurt more people. The displacement of populations would cause unprecedented humanitarian crises. With millions of people forced to leave their homes, global migration would increase. Countries would face immense pressure to house the refugees. This would strain resources, infrastructure, and social services. Scarcity of resources would lead to conflicts. As fertile lands are submerged, agricultural production would decrease. This would cause food shortages and increase prices. Nations might compete for dwindling resources, leading to international tensions. Water scarcity would also become a major problem, further exacerbating conflicts. The social fabric of societies would be under immense pressure. Economic disparities would widen as resources become scarcer. Political instability could increase, with governments struggling to maintain order. The resulting global disorder would demand cooperative international efforts to address these challenges. Global warming acceleration due to ice loss. The loss of Antarctica's reflective ice surfaces would speed up global warming. Ice reflects sunlight, helping to cool the Earth. Without it, the Earth's surface absorbs more sunlight. This raises temperatures, leading to more ice melt in a vicious cycle. The absence of ice would contribute to higher atmospheric and ocean temperatures. This would result in more extreme weather conditions worldwide. Heat waves, droughts, and intense storms would become more frequent and severe. The impact on agriculture and water resources would be profound. The warming climate would affect biodiversity, disrupting ecosystems worldwide. Species that can't adapt quickly enough would face extinction. The loss of biodiversity would have cascading effects on food chains and the ecological balance. This highlights the importance of preserving Antarctic ice to lessen global warming. Collapse of polar ecosystems. Antarctica's unique ecosystems are finely tuned to its harsh climate. Melting ice poses a significant threat to these ecosystems. Species like penguins and seals rely on the ice to survive. They use it for breeding, resting, and escaping predators. The loss of ice habitats would endanger these animals. The collapse of polar ecosystems would have global repercussions. Marine life, like krill and fish, are an integral part of the food web. Their decline would affect species like birds, whales, and seals. This disruption could impact fisheries worldwide, affecting the human food supply. The loss of biodiversity in Antarctica would reduce the resilience of ecosystems. This could lead to the loss of crucial ecological functions. These functions include carbon storage and nutrient cycling, essential for maintaining global environmental health. Protecting polar ecosystems is vital for maintaining Earth's biodiversity. Effects on ocean currents and climate patterns. Antarctica influences global ocean currents through its cold water flows. These currents are crucial for regulating the climate by distributing heat and nutrients. Melting ice disrupts this balance, with profound climate effects. The warmer water changes current patterns, affecting weather systems worldwide. Changes in ocean currents could lead to unpredictable weather. Regions that depend on specific weather patterns would suffer. For example, Europe could face harsher winters due to the disruption of currents. The disruption of these patterns would have significant impacts on agriculture and energy needs. The disruption of ocean currents could also affect the distribution of marine life. Species that depend on certain temperature zones might struggle to survive. This would have a cascading impact on global fisheries. Understanding and mitigating these changes is crucial for climate stability. Solutions and preventive measures. Fighting Antarctica's melting requires global cooperation. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is a primary goal. Switching to renewable energy sources, like solar and wind, can lessen our reliance on fossil fuels. Promoting energy efficiency and conservation is essential. Innovations in technology can help mitigate climate change. Carbon capture and storage technologies can reduce atmospheric CO2. Reforestation efforts can improve carbon absorption. International agreements like the Paris Agreement play a vital role in uniting countries towards common environmental goals. Supporting research and monitoring of Antarctic ice conditions is crucial. Understanding the mechanics of ice melt can guide policy decisions. Public awareness and education efforts can foster a culture of sustainability. Collective action at all levels of society is necessary to address this global challenge. Call to action: the urgency of immediate change. Antarctica's potential meltdown is a dire warning for humanity. Immediate action is essential to lessen its impacts. The urgency of the situation demands unprecedented global cooperation. Every individual, community, and nation must contribute to the solution. Governments must implement policies to reduce emissions and promote sustainability. Businesses must adopt environmentally friendly practices to minimize their environmental impact. People can make lifestyle changes to reduce their carbon footprint. Every effort counts in the fight against climate change. The consequences of inaction are too serious to ignore. The future of our planet and the survival of countless species depend on our response. By acting now, we can preserve Earth's ecosystems for future generations. The time to act is now, before it's too late.